It is February 26, 2021, and this is the last dating. This is the last trading day for February, and boy, am I happy about that. February has lived up to its reputation. Quite a volatile month we've had. Uh, that is the latter part of February. Well, these last 2 weeks have really been rough on my account. Um, and the futures are down again this morning. I kept my eye on the futures throughout much of the night. Just would glance at them periodically, and they were down. They fought their way back up. They looked like they were really headed higher, and then they just faded down again. And it's like the market just can't get it going. And all I hear on Squawk is it's all about the bond yields. I guess the bond yields have been going up, and that's put a little concern into the market, kind of put us in a risk-off mode, and maybe growth is going to suffer from it, from higher interest rates. It's really kind of strange. The economy is finally starting to do what it's supposed to do, and it just takes the market for a loop. I guess the market has just gotten so addicted to the printed money, to the stimulus money, and I guess the thought of the economy actually recovering and not requiring future stimulus puts the market into withdrawal, and needs that stimulus, that stimulus to go higher. So I don't know how to explain it, but all I know is I have really suffered these last 2 weeks, and I'm almost at decision time. I mean, my account is really hemorrhaged, and at some point, I mean, like I said, the market can certainly outlast me. It can outlast most of us. So I'll have to make a decision. Am I going to cut back? Because what I actually did yesterday, I did not think that the market would just continue to go lower and lower and lower. And I actually increased. I sold all of my March contracts. This is the NASDAQ Micro E-mini 15-minute chart for the March contract. And you can see that I am now flat. I sold all of those contracts. I'm completely out. But I purchased contracts in the June, which this chart shows the June Micro E-mini NASDAQ futures. And I actually have 6 contracts now, thinking that we were going to bounce yesterday, and we didn't bounce. No, that's why there's that negative $4,374. It only took 6 micro contracts to do that. That's what happens when the market tanks. And it just keeps going down day after day after day. The gold remains choppy. It's back under 1800s, down to, well, it's really taking a dive. It's down to 1758. Oil is down today, but it's still at 62.21. But it looked like it was headed to 65. I have a feeling it's not going to stay down there, that it's going to keep going up. And the S&P 500, and I did sell out all my contracts in the March contracts of the S&P 500, and I replaced them with contracts in the June. This is the June S&P 500, and you can see that I have 3 contracts and already down $916. But now I don't have to worry about the contract expiration, at least until June, if I can make it that long. Okay, the Dow is down. There's that 200-day moving average, the red line above, and we're far below that. I am flat in the Dow. I'm flat in the Russell 2000, which is this chart. See that I am flat. So only holding the NASDAQ and the S&P 500 contracts, my account has still tanked over these last 2 weeks. I am at 32,452. I was at 44,500 just a couple of weeks ago. So, whew, it's been a rough ride, but that's what happens sometimes. You get the direction wrong, you get your timing off, get in at the wrong time, stay in too long. You know, got to decide sometimes when am I going to cut my losses. So today will be a big day for me. If we go higher, I'll ride it out. But if we get slammed again, I may have to cut my holdings quite a bit. And you know, because I don't want to get in a situation where I might get a margin call and then have my contracts liquidated, because it's amazing how those forced liquidations tend to always occur right at the bottom. So I just don't want that to happen. I do have one other alternative. I do have some cash that I'm sitting on that I can move to my account. And I may be at the bank later today. So that's where I am at the moment. I'm hopeful because I'm seeing some green candles. I just hope that continues. My work week has ended, and I'll be a little more focused on my trading. So hopefully things will turn around. Again, FOS Swing Day Trading is a LLC that I've recently started. I'm doing these videos with very little audience currently. Again, I kind of feel like I'm talking to myself. I'm looking forward to some interest out in the public. All I'm doing is simply sharing my trading experience. I'm an amateur trader. I enjoy trading. I've been doing this for a long time. I learn from various resources, but I've never really had the time to really develop expertise in trading. But I feel like I learned enough to at least have a chance. We'll see. I'm sharing it all. It's kind of like my trading diary. So hopefully there'll be enough people interested so that at some point, maybe I could get this business rolling, and you know, get some YouTube funding so that I can maybe do some upgrading in my office, get a more professional look. Um, I am actually crazy about my computer system. I have 12 screens that I use mostly for my futures trading. I've got some additional screens, but they're on different computers. So these 12 screens are all hooked up to one computer. There's one, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And these are all run by one computer, and that's an orbital computer that I bought years ago. And these monitors, I have Asus monitors over here. I've got Samsung monitors over here. So 6 Samsung monitors, 6 Asus monitors. And this orbital computer has been fantastic. That the orbital computer that I purchased was designed for up to 12 monitors. They all plug right into the computer, and the computer has a fan that can literally run perpetually. I mean, indefinitely, so I was told. It doesn't have a water cooling system. I was told that the fan that this computer has is actually an upgrade from a water cooled unit. So I'm very pleased with this orbital computer. I don't do any gaming. You can tell I don't do any much editing. Maybe I'll figure out how to edit one day and do some editing, make my videos a little more professional. But the orbital computer has been an incredible computer, very reliable. I had an electrician come in and put an outlet in just to a power source that's just specific for that computer, so that if I lose power in this room for any reason, the computer will still run. Of course, if we lose power altogether, if it's like a neighborhood outage, then I'm out of luck, But if, like the other day, I tried to run two little heating units in my room, and it was a little more than the system could handle with all the electronics I have going, and so it tripped the circuit breaker, and all the power went out. Couldn't turn the lights on. Everything went out except for the computer, of course, with my 12 monitors, and that was just running fine. It wasn't affected at all. So I'm happy with my setup. It's not the latest and greatest. It's not I know they've got the 49-inch widescreens. They've got the 4K monitors. They've got all kinds of nice stuff now, and every few months it seems like something newer and better comes out. And as soon as you buy that, a year later, you feel like your system's antiquated. So I'm very happy with my 12 screens. I like having, a dedicated monitor for each of the futures charts that I follow. I use one monitor for my Benzinga Pro account, so I get the continuous news broadcasting throughout the day. And I use another screen for getting on YouTube, or I have membership in some trading with some trading companies for mentorship and for you know trading education purposes. So I'll use a screen for that. And so I have my setup. I have several desks. I have a desk for one of the sets of 6 monitors, and then another desk for the other set. Old furniture, but does the job. And so, just keep in mind, if you're looking for a good trading computer, Orbital is one of the best computers I've ever owned. And I've had it for years. It's got a Intel i7 Pentium chip. And I mean, I bought this thing years ago and never had a problem with it. It's an excellent computer, very reliable computer. Okay, well, happy trading. I hope we see more green than red today. We sure are due for a bounce. I hope it happens. All right, see you all either possibly later today or certainly Monday morning.